Hello everybody, this is Allshouse Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Don't Escape 4 Days to Survive. In the previous episode, we headed for the sidereal plexus office here to find information on where our spaceship is. And we did find it, though it came at a cost. Unfortunately, we've still got to deal with the bandits that are coming tonight. Thankfully, we have reduced their numbers by talking to Sarge and convincing him to abandon this folly. So, yeah. Now then, we are going to head to the restaurant, because there's some stuff we can get there. I don't believe we could actually do this earlier, because I believe there's supposed to be, like, a spider there. Let's see, magazine. No, we don't need that. Closet door, bottle of oil, and a bottle of rat poison. Technically, you can make use of the rat poison, but I would not recommend it. Instead, we're going to take the oil, and then we're going to make our way to the construction site. Let's see. I'm gonna bring with me our silenced rifle, bottle of oil, and the whiskey. We can leave the rest behind, I believe. No, keep those on me. We can't go that way, because, you know, there's guards there. Instead, we're gonna head off to the side. We can sneak through there. Maybe they won't notice me. Guys, you better stay here. You sure this is a good idea? No, but it might work. Maybe there's a back door somewhere there. Alright. Even if you sneak past guards, even if you find a way in, what exactly do you intend to do? You're not exactly a special task forces type. I'm just gonna look around. Maybe I'll find something useful. Don't get yourself shot. Please be careful, okay? I promise, I'll be back soon. Now then, with this guy, we got two options. We could look at the corpse and use the maggot to distract this guy, or we could just take our rifle and shoot him. Okay, I'm pretty sure we actually have to distract him first before we do that. That maggot could be used to distract the guard, but not directly. Maggots don't randomly fall from the sky. It would just make him more alert, if anything. Okay. It's not what I wanted you to do. I saw it pop up. There. Yeesh. Okay, there they are. Ammo boxes, though. It's a bit upsetting to think that all these bullets will be flying in my general direction in a few hours from now. Yeah, it is. But not if we sabotage them. Boxes contain a lot of different kinds of bullets. Both are far too heavy or clunky to move. Poured a lot of oil into the box. At least some of the bullets should fail when fired. Then we also got food supplies here. You can take the food, but it's not really of any use to us. Instead, we're going to use the bottle of whiskey. You gotta down that food with something, right? Some of those thugs have weak heads. And then we are going to grab these metal bars, because we had the spiders day one. So, yeah. They destroyed it. Now, there's only one, but thankfully we only need one because, well, yeah. Now, as I was saying earlier, you can use the rat poison on the food supplies. However, doing so would cause some of Sarge's men to die from poisoning. And that would anger him and cause him to still join in on the attack. Unless you killed Sarge when you had the chance. And you can still get a perfect ending doing that, but honestly, would you feel right about it? Anyways, I believe with that, we've got everything we need. So, let us head back to the house. Oh, also, if you did not use the bottle of water on the heat day, then you should be fine. Then you can use that to take care of the ammo. Okay. Got plenty of time left over. I say we take some time and refuel the truck. Of course, it would help if I brought the wrench with me. Take this, take the hammer, because we're going to have to nail that into the wall. Okay, back to the house. Just make sure... Huh? Oh. I don't... Oh, yes, the ammo. We're going to want that as well. Okay, we've got the bear traps set out. We could, emphasis on could, give the ammo to, the revolver to Cody and teach him to use it, but that won't be necessary. Let's get these out. And besides, the nails barricade was not salvageable. Okay, grab the nails. Like I said, we only need the one because, unlike spiders, bandits can't climb. Okay, let's see. Alright, all that is left is closing and locking the doors. Alright, load up the rifle, make sure we got the ammo on us. Doors barricaded, and then we're gonna head up to the roof. Yeah, I can't run on the roof because you'll probably slip and fall if you do. Alright. Let's see. Barry's okay. Let's just read the journal before we end the night. Once again, I survived the night. And another dream. We were attacked by a group of thugs. Bandits raided the hideout and started shooting. They didn't want to leave anyone alive. We arrived at Sidereal Plexus office in the destroyed city. Kate hopes to find the location of the spaceship somewhere around here. Barry's dead. Couldn't save them both. I learned about a lodge in the woods up north. Might be worth checking out. I found the location of the outpost. I decided to set some traps. I added a scope and a silencer to my rifle, making it more accurate and silent. We overheard the thug's leader talking to one of his men. Their hideout is located in a nearby construction site. Installed iron bars on the windows and bars in one of the windows. That's it. Hopefully we've done everything right. Let me look over the checklist. Yep. Yep, and yep. Alright, let's do this. A group of raiders, commanded by a man named Razor, arrived by dusk. They weren't trying to hide, circling the hideout with their bikes, engines roaring, angry voices screaming. "Your time for slaughter has come, piglets," Razor himself shouted through a megaphone, "and I will be your wolf." Will you now? Some of his gang was missing. Two thugs found a fine bottle of whiskey in their supplies. How can you say no to an opportunity like that? They were too drunk to move out and were left to sober up. They missed the whole party. When they found a guard shot in the head, they had no idea who had done it. For you, it simply meant that there was one fewer thug to worry about. When the bandits moved out from their base, a small group split from them and went in the opposite direction. Sarge wasn't brave enough to confront Razor, but he thought things through sufficiently, and he and his 4 men never showed up to attack you. Good. 12 men, including Razor, closed in to attack. The attackers opened fire. Bullets swooshed through the air. Some flew far too close to your head, decorating the walls of the house with numerous small holes. Some of the guns didn't spit out any deadly projectiles. With a dry click, they refused to work properly. Someone meddled with their ammo supply. 3 of the attackers found themselves unarmed and had to retreat before the attack had even truly started. Sitting on the roof, armed with a sniper rifle, you fired at the attackers. With a view enhanced by a scope and in perfect shooting position, you managed to hit 6 of them, sending them to the dusty dirt. They didn't get up afterwards. Keeping some extra ammo near was a good idea, even if it was accidental. With that extra ammo, you managed to shoot one more thug as he was nearing the house. Before dusk, you placed some traps around your house. Out of 4 traps, 1 caught Razor's man. Hurt and unable to proceed, he retreated, happy to be alive. He closed and locked the front door. He closed and locked the back door. He put solid metal bars in the ground floor window. 1 remaining attacker. Razor himself was trying to force his way into your hideout. Kate simply opened the door and put her gun to his head. You managed to repel the attackers before they even got into your house. That was a terrifying performance on your side. Who would have thought you're such an efficient killer? You prepared your hideout perfectly, and it paid off. Not only did you survive, but you also had some good rest last night. Plus 5 kilogram permanent carry weight bonus. Yeah, it makes us wonder about him. Now, I know normally we would end it off, but, well, we've still got about 32 minutes left. The window. Take a look. Cold night outside. Is the door open at last? Yeah. There it is. There is everybody. Kate, what are you doing? What needs to be done? We agreed to let him live. No, we agreed to decide his fate in the morning. It's the morning now, and I'm deciding his fate for you. Because I know you couldn't do it. Kate, please stop. David, take him outside. Wait, don't do it. Give me one good reason. I will help you, Shut up, I wasn't asking you. It's over anyway. Huh? World is going to end today. So what? This scum doesn't deserve to witness it. Wait, what? You're for real? We've been guarding him for the entire night, taking turns. That was the last night of my life. Thanks, David. We should have killed him right away. It's a waste of a bullet. We might need to defend ourselves. I could still just smack his head with a pipe until his brain comes out. Damn you, David. You're too soft. I hope I'm not going to regret that. Thank you. Just let me go. You'll never see me again. Shut up. You're doing the right thing. You shut up, too. Everybody just shut up. I hope letting him go won't turn out to be a mistake. That was the right thing to do. I'll ask you to say that again if he follows us and stabs our backs when we least expect it. I doubt he would. So, it is today? Is it? Yes. I've seen it. This time there's no way to survive this. We know where the ship is. Come on, Kate, how is that going to save us? Maybe if you tell me more about that space station, the story would be more believable. But so far... Just a little longer, David. Let's go to that outpost. It's pretty far away, so we better take a car. Is there going to be a spaceship? Yes. Like a real one? And we're going into space? Exactly. I want to go to space! Woo! Alright, now then, because we got the bandits, we have this crashed bike here, we want to check it out. There's a pair of gloves in the bag. Alright, protective gloves. Now then, we are not going to need this rifle anymore. Or the ammo. So I'm just going to put that away, Ooh, the floppy disk. Take it. We are going to need it. And I believe we're going to want this ID badge. Other than that, don't think we really need any of the rest of this stuff. Oh. No. Wanted you to go outside. Oof. No time to bury them. Can't believe we killed them all. Stack of dead bodies. This is what's left of Razor's gang. Let's see. What else can I get rid of that I don't really... God dang it. Let's move this out of the way so I don't keep picking it up. I believe we'll need the knife. We probably need the screwdriver. Honestly, all these tools are pretty useful. I think we can get rid of the bandage. Alright, let's get in and get moving. The spaceship outpost. On your way to the outpost, you encounter an abandoned bus. Do you want to investigate? Yes. Has the side reel logo on it. We're using this bus to move the people to the launch site. Too bad their driver didn't know how to drive. Looks like they abandoned it here and continued on foot. Maybe they left something valuable behind. You never know. A key. Yeah, that seems like it would be useful. Lab 13. Smudge. On the dirty glass, there's a well-preserved impression of a hand made with dried grease. You can even see the fingerprint on it. Good to know if we need a fingerprint. There it is. You mean this? What did you expect? I told you the location of this facility was confidential. Don't look for any bright neon lights or signposts. Yeah, but still. Come on, the whole place is underground. We have to get inside. There might be security measures waiting for us. Great. Corpse, huh? Man looks like he's been burnt. Corpse looks melted and sand around it turned into glass shards. Yeah, I got the ID on me. Warning, defense system activated. Provide a valid ID card. You have 5 seconds to comply. That doesn't sound good. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, in case the corpse wasn't obvious. Engine with a transmission belt. Fuse... Wait. Should probably put on the gloves. Looks like those wires power the electrical doormat in the elevator. The elevator line is down. I have to find a way to store its power. And while I'm at it, I should disable this doormat before someone gets hurt. Yeah, I think? Whoa, I've caused a short circuit. Okay, note to self, don't do that. Ouch, I have to watch out for those damaged squares. Noted. Alright, that did it. Well, finally, what took you so long? Why didn't we just jump over it? An elevator, huh? This large engine surely moves something big. Or it's not moving at the moment. With a proper tool, I could remove the transmission belt. Yeah, well, for now... let's take care of this. Okay, what is that? A trajectory map? Why does it go to the moon? We are not going to the moon, are we? You said we're going to a space station. I never said the space station wasn't on the moon. What? But the moon is going to... You've got to be kidding. Please tell me you are. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the moon going to hit us in less than 12 hours? Why the hell would we want to go there? It's the only way. You have to believe me. I don't know if I have any reason to believe you. You promised us a safety. You promised us an escape. You said you wanted to leave this planet. Those aren't the exact words I used. How can I explain it to you? There is something in that moon base that will help us. Sidereal has a base there. What could possibly help us if we reach the moon an hour before impact? And wasn't their moon base destroyed in the mining accident? It was, but they have another base on the moon. It's called Sidereal Plexus 1, and they... How should I put this? How do you think Sidereal has all this technology? Private space shuttles, moon bases, electric doormats, weather drones, heat absorbers. The means to accidentally blow up the whole damn moon? I'm not sure I follow. They're getting that technology from other worlds. Like, other planets? No, other Earths. They're in contact with other versions of Sidereal Plexus. A vast network of connections across the endless universes. Constantly discovering new versions of the world as they go. Our world is merely one page in an enormous library of worlds they have access to. You expect me to believe all that? I don't really care if you do. Help me off this planet or get out of the way. Please don't fight. Even if we're going to die, we can be together, right? I don't want to be alone again. Ah, boy. Let's see. Fuel burning catalyst formula. So we're dealing with... So when it comes to the spaceship, there can be one of two different problems that you'll have to deal with. One is fuel, the other is oxygen. See, fuel burning catalyst formula. This experimental liquid greatly increases fuel's power output. Good to know. See, in case they have doubts, here's a fact. Why is it on the moon? Even weak signals could corrupt our devices. The moon's body shields our facility from Earth's intense radio interference. Is this a one-way trip? Yes. Where will we end up and in what state? A safe road will be selected. You are likely to survive intact. Likely to survive? Oh boy. Who was selected for this rescue? Why is X not here? We had limited time and resources, and we can only bring as many people as we gathered since the incident. If you believe someone crucial to the operation is missing, please report it to your supervisor. Why are we only taking one ship? The other ship is a reserve/spare vehicle. Don't worry, we have directed our workers to multiple launch pad outposts. No one will be left behind as long as they present value to the company. Let's see, an access card and a remote control. See, nothing unusual about it, just a standard slide projector remote. There's 2 batteries inside. Good thing they're secured with a screw, otherwise someone could just take them. Right. Sidereal Plexus, Sardara Vandera. Some tell me she's gonna have more access than the other guy. And it's locked. Probably with that fingerprint reading lock. Oh, it's a good thing we know where to get a fingerprint. Wow! There it is. Look at that! I told you it'd be here. It's a spaceship! I'm sure you hadn't doubted me for a second. I admit, this looks impressive. It's like a regular space shuttle, but smaller. More fancy. It is promising. Can we go inside? Don't celebrate just yet. There's space for 2 rockets in this silo, see? One launch pad is empty. So they took one shuttle and left the other one behind. Why? Maybe one was sufficient. Remember, they weren't trying to save as many people as possible. They were just saving who they thought was worth saving. Or the other one was broken. Anyway, a bit of time has passed, and the ship requires a general inspection before it's even remotely safe to use. Alright. Access granted. Well, let's head into this control room. That'll tell us what we got. That was hatch control, fuel mixture control. Ah. There, I don't think it could be done any better than this. Yeah, just barely on some of them. But there's that. Let's see, mainframe computer. There's a part at the bottom that seems to be open. Part came loose. I'll take it. Hope it wasn't important. Duplexer. It was a common found in radio and radar systems. Error system failure. Well, the radar won't be any useful to us anyway, right? Probably not, but on the other hand, I mean, it's not like there are any planes left in the air. Or helicopters. But who knows, David? Who knows? Silos hatch control? Do you want to open the silos hatch? Yes. Operation complete. Diagnostic. That's what I was looking for. Silo hatch is open. Okay, hull integrity check failed. Air composition selected. Fuel mixtures selected. Fuel catalyst missing. Air supply okay. Warning, diagnostic system is damaged. Please perform a manual onboard inspection to complete diagnostics. Kate, yeah. I'll be back. Okay. This console has an inlet for catalyst fluid that will be injected into the fuel tank. Yeah, the engine working, but the elevator doesn't seem to move. Without a transmission belt, this engine is useless. Huh. Hey, this fin is cracked. This can't be good, right? What? Where? Here, see? Think it's serious? Well, looks like it might be. Best case scenario, we will lose a lot of thrust from air resistance. In the worst case, we explode during the ascent. Oh. Alrighty then. So we need a transmission belt. We also kind of need that for the elevator. Oh boy. Let me just double check something. Okay. So, turns out the transmission belt is not for the elevator. It's actually for the hatch controls. So, it's a good thing I didn't take it off then and there, because then I would have had to put it back on. But thankfully, we don't need it for the elevator. Honestly, I think I could put the house keys away. We're not going back. I can put this away. Hold on to this. I use this on that. I remove the batteries without them. The remote is useless. Okay. Now we're going to head up here to the access panel. Metal plate is held on by some screws, okay? Unscrew them. One of the parts looks burned. It says duplexer on it. How convenient that I have one. Alright, and then let's take the screwdriver. Get the transmission belt off. Let's see. It will no longer work unless you reinstall it. Take 10 minutes. Yeah. Now let's head for the control room. Check the radar screen. What the? An airplane? An actual flying airplane? Wait a second. Okay, why? Hush. See any difference? No, should I? Yes, if it was flying, you'd see it move. It's not airborne. I thought radar was supposed to be detecting things up in the sky. Yes, it also detects active transponders, beacons installed in aircrafts. So we're looking at a possible location of an airplane on the ground. Yes, somebody didn't disable their transponder, which might indicate a crash. Give me your map. I'll estimate its position based on the radar's readings. Alright, let's get this transmission belt installed on the elevator engine. And let's take a look. So, how does it look? You tell me. I don't know much about spaceships. I was imagining it would be more horizontal. It'll be confusing, but the ship will rotate to horizontal position after we launch. Still, it kind of looks like some sort of space bus with all those seats. Its purpose was to drive people to and from the moon. It kinda is a space bus. Anyway, look around for any system that seem to be missing. How will I know if a system is missing? If it is not there. Come on, David, you're smart. It's not rocket science. Well, actually, it kinda is. Let's see, installed filter. Lithium hydroxide filter's installed. Everything seems to be fine here. Let's see. A slot labeled nav chip is empty. Okay. Installed air tanks. Auxiliary air tanks are in place. Everything seems to be fine here. Label says engine calibrator, but there's nothing there. Let's see. I found a glue gun in the toolbox. It seems to be out of power. Well, how about we fix that? Glue gun now has working batteries. It won't last for too many uses, though. That's fine. Alright, so we need an engine calibrator. And we need a nav chip. Nothing to talk about with her? Okay. Well, thankfully, I know just where to get those. There are a bunch of places we need to check out. Alright, first things first. We're gonna head back to the crashed bus. We're gonna use the glue gun on the smudge. Glue gun melts the glue into a moldable goo. I put some of it on the window. Now I just need to wait a moment for it to dry. Meanwhile, the glue gun has run out of power. I guess remote controller batteries don't last too long. Okay. Glue is dried and formed a plastic mold. I need something to separate from the glass without damaging the imprint. How about a screwdriver? There, I have a perfect impression of this guy's fingerprint. Alright. now, we're gonna head for the airplane. That must have been a tough landing. Believe me, I've seen worse. I don't doubt that. Plane seems to be mostly intact, so it's a good landing in my book. Did it belong to the Sidereal fleet? Most likely. Whatever it was carrying might still be on board. Come on. I like the spaceship better. Can we go back to the spaceship later, okay? Well, let's grab a shovel, because it looks like we're going to have to dig our way out of there. I think I can put the hammer away. Yeah. Let's see, 80 minutes, minus 20, minus 10. 50 minutes. Rate label 2, 4, 3. Now there's got to be a manifest somewhere around here. Transponder, huh? That thing flashed for long enough. Pilot, huh? This person dead? It seems so, kid. Let's see if he had something that might be of use to us. Wait, what if he comes back to life and bites you? Cody, relax, David is a professional. He has searched like a dozen corpses. Ah! What? What happened? Did he just move? Cody. Want to wait outside, Cody? No, I want to see that. You look at the mummified corpse. Are you sure you want to touch it and search for anything useful? Wait, what if Cody's right? Yes, I want to do it. Just a piece of paper. Cargo manifest. Let's take a look. Let's see. Air tanks. Navigation chips. Instant noodles. Nuts and bolts sizes 10 through 15. Gaskets of various sizes. Wires assorted. Voltometers. Huh. All above is property of Sidereal Plexus Inc. Nothing about a engine calibrator. But we've got our navigation chips. It's in crate 2. 7. There we are. 2. I should probably grab the crowbar for this. Let's see what's inside. What's this? A heap of electronic chips? Alright. That's our navigation chip, right? Yep. Okay, well, we do have that key for Lab 13. I believe that was back here. At the lab. Yep, Lab 11, Lab 12, Lab 13. Let's see. Chemical mixer? Let's see. Sets of vials. Piece of paper. This is a list of, patients? Yes, sleeper clinic patients. Each has another name assigned in a visitor column. Recognize those. Those are the Sidereal Plexus officials. Why did that match coma patients with visitors? 8? Ugh, I regret ever working for them. I had no idea. No idea about what. I'll tell you later. We have to focus on other things now. See, I've made the calculations again. The instability ratio is too high. It can't work. We have to stop the operation. We have to stop it or consequences will be catastrophic. Yeah, lovely. Shoot, I don't think I have all the chemicals. Doesn't seem like they're all here. It's not powered. Or it's broken. Or both. Oh, wait, here they are. Okay, and we basically have to make this chemical formula in order to get the fuel catalyst. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 blues, 3 blacks, 2 reds. 4 blues, 2... 4 blues, 2 reds, 3 blacks. Alright. That gets us 4 blues, a red, and a black. And this should get us a second red and 3 blacks. So, let's see, this will take 15 minutes. Mixer finished its work. Let's see. Looks like a liquid of some sort. Chemistry flask. Put it into the bottle. Let me just... Yep, those are the exact ones I selected. Alright, so that's our fuel catalyst taken care of. Now we need to find something for that crack. Gaskets, wires, voltometers, nuts and bolts, and no, nothing there. I suppose we could check out the construction site. It might have something that we need. Especially now that there's no more bandits. Okay, what do we got? Magazine. Last issue investigating sleeper clinic. All the problems still exist. People out there, yada yada. Moore's Law. Eesh. Aliens. No, David, no aliens. Don't believe in everything you read. Even if it's not far from the actual truth. It isn't? Let's move, David. Okay. Well, this is where the bandits were. Ah, this is what we needed the protective gloves for. And I need... because I need that welding kit. I forgot to grab it from the cave, the grappling hook. Okay, that's fine. Is there anything else around here? No. Let's ride to the RV. It's not like we don't have plenty of time. Running low on fuel, but thankfully I did take the time to refuel. Alright. Protective gloves on the... Alright. Attach this to here. Can't reach that. Okay. What am I missing? Or did I just do this in the wrong order? Yep. Alright, I don't think I need the rope anymore, so I can just leave it there. But I do still need to find something. Not enough fuel. Alright, let's fuel back up then. Plus, I can put some stuff away. I'll put that away, put the catalyst away. Oh, by the way, if you need a fingerprint, you can also go back to the sidereal plexus offices and cut off the guy's finger. Oh, wait a minute. Duh. I can just take this metal plate. Alright, fingerprint impression on the fingerprint scanner, and we are out of time. But we are also very close to the end, so... well... Let's see, weird device. Let's see, what could that be? I have to take a closer look. Device used to calibrate the engines, so they give a steady, even thrust when fired. And what about this one? Lithium hydroxide filter. Already got that. Okay, well, I think with that, we've gathered up everything that we need. So, head to the cargo box. We can abandon the keys. We can abandon this. I believe we can... oh, wait, no. I was actually putting stuff on me. Let's see, I need that. I need this. I don't need this anymore. Definitely gonna need that. Can get rid of that. Can get rid of that. Need this. That's a calibrator. I can get rid of this. This. And I'm just gonna have to drop a bunch of stuff. Because we need to be under a certain weight. Okay, let's take this metal plate, slap it onto here. Really gotta stop doing that. Great, but I need something to create an airtight seal over this crack. How about the welding kit? Yes, a welding torch will do, but I need to plug it into power and I need some material to cover the crack with. Oy. Fine, plug it into here. See, it's power now, I just need some material to weld. Yes. It's not aerodynamically perfect, but it'll have to do. Okay, then. Let's put in the nav chip. Alright, all slots are filled with chips, all lights are green, everything seems to be fine here. Alright, now we plug this in. Device labeled engine calibrator displays engine status. Everything seems to be fine here. And last but not least, we need to put in the fuel catalyst. Pour the catalyst into the injector. Okay, yeah. Alright, let's see. We survived another night. This is the last day. This time I didn't even need a dream to tell me that. I can feel it. The moon will hit the earth today. We decided to spare Razor. This place has seen enough death. I just hope I'm not going to regret that decision. We arrived at the outpost. The place Kate was after since the day we met. Seems like ages ago. Found a spaceship. A small shuttle with a rocket. Let's hope we can make it fly safely. I adjusted the fuel mixture to be more efficient. I opened the launch hatch. I patched the hole on the outside of the ship. I installed a navigation chip, missing engine calibrator, added catalyst, fuel. What can we do to improve the condition of the ship? Not much, actually. Are we ready to launch? Ready when you are, David. Ready to launch? Are you sure you're ready to launch? If so, is there any item you'd like to use? Let's just make sure. Hatch is open, repaired the crack. Fuel mixture is perfect. We fixed all the missing systems, and we added catalyst. Alright, just launch the ship. The world was ending. The moon cracked into pieces. Was moving rapidly towards the planet, both celestial bodies pulling each other apart. All systems green? Well, some systems are green. You didn't have time to check every last nut or seal like people did before launching rockets in the old days. Kate looked at you with her headset on. Engine is ready. Initiating launch procedure. Overriding safety protocols. Manual controls engaged. Hatch was open, leaving you a clear way towards the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2... Buckle up, it's going to be one hell of a ride. 1, 0. The acceleration force pushed you hard into your seat, squeezing all the air from your lungs. The rocket began its ascent. You looked back to see Cody in his seat. He had been through a lot, yet he was lucky enough to end up with you on this ride. The seat next to him was empty. At least you've kept the kid safe like the big old man wanted. The ship climbed to the sky while Kate struggled with the engine's power. Razor traveled alone, bruised and hurt, hearing a loud roar in the sky. He turned around and gazed up. He silently watched you soar, clenching his jaws hard as he was clenching his fists. Looking around the wasteland, he decided this place was as good as any other. He sat down and waited, looking at his ship going up and the moon going down. Sarge's men were standing on top of a hill. He traveled far west since you had last seen him. The whole squad raised their heads and gazed into the sky, tracing the bright light of your rocket. "Would you look at that?" smirked Sarge, slowly shaking his head. "That kid actually did it." "Good luck with whatever you find there," he added, before he turned away. The whole squad decided to open their last bottle of whiskey and drink it as the world around them started falling apart. The vessel was gaining altitude. At least life support seemed to work fine. Because the default setting had been corrupted, you were forced to create the fuel mixture yourself. Composition was perfect. Maximum efficiency meant a lot of thrust and smooth ascent. You installed a navigation chip in the ship systems. With its help, Kate was guided with a set of numbers, angles, and coordinates, which is always better than just guessing. Installed a calibration system on board. It precisely calibrated all the engines, making them really well coordinated. Good thing you noticed then, fixed that crack on the ship's fin. With your repairs, it proved to add almost no air resistance. Kate managed to compensate for the slight aerodynamic changes with her piloting skills. You prepared a special catalyst for the fuel. It caused the main rocket to burn fuel quicker, but it also made the reaction much more powerful. Alright. You made it to orbit, and from there it was surprisingly a short way to the moon. Kate flew the ship towards the lunar base. Well, now she can add crashing a space shuttle to her resume. Kate, are you alright? That wasn't one of my best landings. I've never seen you do any better. Could be worse, though, couldn't it? My defense, it was my first time landing on the moon. Cody, you okay? I don't know. Can you stand? I think... What's that sound? Are we going to die? We're losing air, David. Now's the time to use the spacesuits. Yeah, I guess they didn't have any kid-sized ones. Initiating decompression procedure. Decompression complete. Alright, let's head towards the moon base. Unfortunately, cannot run on the moon. Airlock manual override mechanism. Ah, jeez. One last puzzle. Okay, we gotta get this to connect up. Alright, I think it's safe to remove the suits. Great, because I'm almost out of oxygen. Okay, so what now? Let's look around. What are those? Kate. Sleeper pods. Why are there people here? You said they all left. You said they went to a different dimension or something. They did. This is what they left behind. Kate, you said they escaped. They did, David. Check out their neural activity monitors. They're flat because their bodies are here, sleeping. Their minds left this place. They traveled through the realm of dreams and already woke up in safety months ago. Pods just sustain their empty bodies here. Not that it's required, but if for any reason they wanted to get back, they still can. At least for now. Wait, I've got some questions. So, what do you think of this place? It's bigger than I imagined. Really? Doesn't look that huge. Look around, David. Most of this is impossible with current technology. Hell, I doubt it's even possible with whatever technology would be available 50 years from now. So, what does that mean exactly? It means sidereal plexus likes to borrow technology from other places. So, it's some sort of hibernation? Yes, so the body doesn't die while the consciousness is elsewhere. What happens if the body dies? In any normal circumstances, your mind would die too. But Sidereal has discovered something. I don't know what it is exactly, but they can completely separate the mind from the body. So when the moon hits Earth and everything here blows up, it won't matter to them. Realm of Dreams? Poetic name, but quite graphic. Sidereal has discovered that the human mind is capable of accessing this place. A vast network connecting every mind. As it later turned out, it reached far beyond every mind in the world. It can connect minds across universes. Why do the sleeper pods have to be on the moon? Why even bother flying here if all they do is put you in a pod? Their pods are extremely susceptible to any interference, especially radio waves. Humanity used to produce a giant mess of electromagnetic waves of various frequencies. Radio broadcasts, TV communications, I can go on and on. Sidereal found it next to impossible to come up with a location desolate enough for their sleeper pods to work as intended. Faraday cage shielding was partially effective, but it was apparently causing some side effects. Early experiments led to some awful failures. They finally came up with the idea that the only thing that would shield the sleeper pods well enough would be the moon. What about moon-Earth communication? What about radio waves from space? Don't they interrupt the sleeper pods? Sidereal's own communication devices work on frequencies outside the harmful spectrum. Space radiation? Damn it, David, I don't know. They must have found a way around it. I'm not a physicist. Okay. So that's our way out. We get into those pods and we dream our way out of here. Wake up somewhere safe. I'm not sure how I feel about that idea, but again, what do we have to lose? Sidereal plexus. Yeah, I'm not going to bother trying to read that. Let's see, 128 megabytes allotted, 38 megabytes free. Floppy drive A, no disk. Floppy drive B, no disk. Control system locked. Okay, let's put this in. Console seems to be locked. Okay, yeah. Controls are locked. We've got to unlock them fast. I think it can be done in the control room. You say so. Yeah, starting to think I should have ended off when a timer went off, but oh well. Oof. Card reader, eh? Well, we have a card right here. Access granted. Console lets you gain access to the sleeper pods. Once you have it, you will be able to open and use any of the unoccupied pods. Let's do it. Alright, sleeper pods are unlocked. Yeesh. Earth's getting closer and the moon is falling apart. Now, let's put this disc in. Let me check the stats before... Alright, fine. Control system active. Running diagnostics. Sleeper pods active. Pods occupied 52 of 64. Warning, face controller corrupted. Unable to select destination, enabling emergency mode. Emergency merge mode enabled. Sidereal plexus takes no responsibility for memory loss and or personality merge. Oh no. No, no, no. Check that again. Maybe it was just a glitch. It still says phase controller corrupted. It's already happened. It keeps happening. Gate, you're not making any sense. Gate? Yeah? What's the phase controller? It's a system designed to transmit human consciousness to a selected target. Target? A human in another world? Yes, usually an otherwise brain-dead clone they've prepared especially for this purpose. Or a patient in a coma, in the worlds like ours where cloning has not been developed yet. This is how they used to navigate between worlds. Go to sleep here, target a sleeping human vessel in another world, and wake up there. Not sure if this is more terrifying or more unbelievable. That controller is disabled. We can't select a target body or world. So what's the emergency merge mode? When the primary phase controller is disabled, a backup system kicks in. Targets a random world and a random sleeping person. Without their consent? Yes. However, for some reason when this happens, you almost always end up in your own body, but in a different world. So where will we go? Well, without the phase controller, two things can happen. We can end up in limbo, in the dream world, or without bodies to return to. Or we can wake up in our own bodies in a different world. A different version of our world. Like when where all this never happened? World where there was no lunar explosion in 1996? Hopefully. Yes, hopefully. What do you mean it has already happened? I'm not sure. Dreams we both had, warning you about incoming threats, showing me where the sidereal office building was. Those might have been our own memories from our past lives. That would mean I've been through this. We all have. Computer says something about memory loss. Yeah, when your mind ends up in your own body in a different world, this is what happens. You merge. Your current memories become distant. Like a dream you've forgotten. It doesn't sound like we're going to make it in one piece after all. It's better than dying completely, I guess. But if my past me warned me about the incoming events, who warned him? Another me who warned that other me? When did it all begin? As far as I know, the number of worlds might be infinite. It's better than to not think about it. I have no other choice, David. We've got to use those pods whether they're fully operational or not. Can't we fix the damaged systems? Even if we knew how, it would probably take days. We definitely don't have that much time. Let's do this. Quick, the whole place is falling apart. I've inserted the phase control light disk into the drive B computer. It reads... Phase control light. This program will not replace phase controller, however it will increase your memory transfer rate in emergency mode. Hope this is going to make things better. Okay, yeah? I have inserted a special disk into the console. What disk? A disk I found in the sidereal plexus office. The computer says it will increase the memory transfer, something like that. Think it's gonna help? Yeah, I guess so. Even a single helper program like this could make a huge difference. If our memories are transferred intact, or at least in a greater, more consistent rate. Now, this could be huge, David. This might actually save us. Okay. Time to sleep, right? Or should I go first? It's okay. Remember to turn off the lights. Promise you won't do anything stupid? Have I ever done anything stupid? Heh, you're funny. Hey, Cody? Never change, okay? Okay. See you soon. Good night, Kate. Alright, David. So, here we are. The end of the road. Where's the beginning? I wouldn't have made it here if it wasn't for you. I'm getting emotional now. Heh. I think I've spent too much time with you. Where do you hope to wake up? In a bed, in a world where they have a moon and lattes. Hope that's what happens. Me too. Bye, David. Until we meet again. Just don't point your gun at me when we do, okay? Can't promise that. Hey there. How are you holding up, kid? Miss Barry. He was so kind and good. Then he fell into that hole. Shh, don't cry. I'm not crying. Cody, it's time. I don't want to sleep. I know, but we all have to. I won't be able to sleep now. I'm too scared. This machine will help you. Come on. Now Don't be scared. What will happen? Where will I go? I don't know. But it's going to be alright. David, I don't want to be alone again. You won't be. Wherever you wake up, I will find you. Promise? Promise. Alright, time to go to sleep. Are you sure you want to hit the initiate-induced sleep button and go into the sleeper pod? Yep. What the? Error. Main power is offline. Unable to initiate the sleeper pod. Shit. Oh, that ain't looking good. You look at the screen and realize that while sleeper pods have their independent power reserves, you won't be able to initiate another pod unless their main power is back. There are some unnecessary systems powered, such as communication arrays. This is standard procedure so that the crew is able to call for help. There's no one that can help you now. You try to reroute the power to the station systems. Do it! Rerouting power reserves. Main power restored. Oh, that glass is cracking. Let's go. Get up, man. Don't have time. Let's get in and get going. Wait, the flag's back up. Who put it back up? Yep, we're back here again. What a nightmare. It all felt so real. I feel there was something more in that dream. Something sad and important. Why do I feel like this already happened? Yet something is different. I'm gonna find out what. Yep, don't escape 4 days to survive. However, that's not the true ending. I'm gonna skip over this. Because then, new game turns into The Awakening, or glitches between it. However, we are well out of time for this episode. How much further along did I? Well, not too much longer. Yeah, it would have been weird just having 15 minutes of all that and then new game. So, it's not over yet. Remember, we had a choice to save Cody or Barry, and that affected which disc we could get. But what if we could get both? Eh? Well, that's gonna have to wait for another time, because we are well out of time for this episode. So, if you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications for an upload, and please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.